All right, Manchester United 3, Burnley 2. we won.
Yeah.
But it's not the way you want to be winning, is it?
Nah, it's not great. I mean, obviously coming here, you're thinking Burnley finally first 3 points. We said that against Fulham, didn't get the 3 points, and then we've gone to play back like Grimsby, not great. So I've come here today thinking, all right, cool, we're gonna finally get our first 3 points, and we started off the game quite well. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what we're doing in training, but we just can't finish. Like, we're looking threatening, and Buemo's getting in good positions. Xerxes getting in good positions, but we just can't finish the ball. We can't put it in the back of the net. Ahmad should have scored. It should have been like 3-4-0 at half time. But
do you have sympathy for Ruben in that sense? Then
I do have sympathy for Ruben in that sense, but I feel like he sells himself short. Some decisions that he's made, like I think taking off Mount, I don't know what the decision was, because he was quite threatening.
He's got to be injured, because it doesn't make sense, does it? We haven't heard anything.
It doesn't make sense. But what I will say about Ruben Amorim, I think his decision to keep Kobe has kind of played in his favour, because if now Cunha's injured, Bruno will probably play in that 10, and then Kobe can actually get minutes. So it's worked out there. But in terms of the full game, we shouldn't be relying on the last minute penalty from Bruno to beat Burnley at home. Like that, if we play against like you said, against Chelsea, against Liverpool, City, we're not going to get back in the game, and it's not going to be a good season for us.
It wasn't convincing, was it? I mean, everyone is right to look at the first half and say, listen, performance-wise, it's fine. The only thing missing was the goals. But when you don't get the goals, you don't get to come out like that in the second half and do what we did.
Sure, yes, we needed that win, obviously, to relieve the pressure on Ruben, but I'm afraid long-term he's up against it, because the mentality of our players is just not right. And even if Pep or Klopp manages United, there's no guarantee they succeed, because we had Mourinho, right, third best manager in the Premier League, and the players' mentality is so weak, it kind of let him down. Whereas Klopp, I could argue, had a bigger gap to bridge at the top of the table, and he won with Liverpool. So it's just long-term. After the international break, the patterns won't continue. We may get 4 points out of Man City, Chelsea back to back, but only drop points against our lesser sides. I mean, I can't believe United and Fulham has become a 50-50 game. That's where we're at.
Yeah. So and when do you know what I was quite embarrassed about, actually? Obviously, we were like shit house in Burnley a little bit near the end, sort of like, getting in there, ruffling their feathers, and I'm like, it's Burnley at home.
Well, I mean, like, the warning signs are there. Like, in the last 5 years, Burnley got results at Anfield and Old Trafford, and in the last 10-12 years, championship level sides won Old Trafford, like Norwich, Sheffield United, Cardiff City, Derby County, Middlesbrough, etc. I mean, we can't take anybody for granted. I mean, Grimsby Town, League 2 the other night, I mean, like, we have to take each game as it comes, because ultimately we're only competing for top 6 at the end of the season. That's all we were really competing for. And then, games like this are potentially a banana skin, but thankfully we just about got there in the end.
Yeah, we did just get there in the end. Are you seeing that as, actually, there are some positives there? There's something that we can build upon. I know Cunha's injured, which is a downer, but there are some positives. Or are you more seeing the same thing as are you focusing more on the second half?
Seeing the same things, bro. Like, we can't take our chances. Like, that first half, that Ahmad chance, that Xerxes chance, we should have buried the game. And that's what annoys me, because the scoreline is going to make it look like Burnley went toe-to-toe with us, but I don't think it was that.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't that. We had, how much shot? 20-something shots? Burnley had 3 shots on target, scored with 2 of them. Like, yeah, we should have buried the game in that first half, man. Because after, when Xerxes missed that chance, I told myself, yo, the longer the game goes on,
you felt it,
Burnley's going to come. And when Burnley scored, I said, I told you.
It felt inevitable.
I told you. How many times has that happened under Amorim? Like, we create chance after chance, and then the opposition score, and then we lose. Because I was here against Wolves in April, chance after chance, Wolves scored with 1 free kick, bro. Like, you need to take your chances in football, bro.
So how is it? Is that on the manager in terms of the mentality of the players, or is that the players need to take more accountability and be like, bro, this is where people that are positive are saying, listen, I can't put the ball in the back of the net for you, bro. I've coached this is fine, this is how you build up, here's your chance, finish your dinner.
First half, I was thinking to myself, if we don't win this game, it's not because of the manager. I don't think Amorim is the right manager forward, but that first half, bro, you have to take your chances. Like, come on, man. Like, Ahmad, Xerxes, those are one of my 2 favourite players, but I'm disappointed.
So in the second half, do you think that was more of like what Amorim ball is, like where we get undone, or was it still just a mentality thing?
The second half was more like last season, because there was a spell, I can't remember, I think it was the 60th, 70th minute, Burnley were just popping it about, and I'm like, what's going on? I don't even know some of these players. Like, Burnley, bro, come on, man. Like, we shouldn't need a last-minute penalty to win against Burnley, bro. Like, I'm disappointed. Like, the scoreline should have been better. Because, like I said, outsiders are going to look at the result and think, rah, United struggled against Burnley. But it wasn't. Like, we didn't take our chances enough. Like, how many chances did Burnley have today? I don't remember.
Well, probably just the 2 goals that they scored, and actually the offside chance, which looked a bit contentious. But actually, there was a period in the second half, though, Michael, where you're right, they didn't have loads of chances, but there was a period in the second half when it was a 2-2, and it looked like they were just going to see it out. Like, you know, like, we didn't really look like we was going to score. We was on the ball, was huffing and puffing. Šeško had a half chance. Dalot flashed one across the box. If we didn't get that penalty, for me, we weren't going to score.
No, I agree. I think when it comes to Man United, they already came back once before, but I didn't think they were going to do it again. And I feel like the mentality of these players sometimes is that they kind of give up and they give up hope, and they start doing weird things. Like, I feel like in the first half they stuck to the plan. They did things strategically. When they're up against the wall, they kind of forget how to play. Euro starts to do weird stuff. Bruno starts to make senseless challenges in the middle of the park.
The panic starting to set in.
I feel like it gets to the players knowing that we haven't got our first win of the season, but at the end of the day, you guys are the players on the pitch. You need to buckle down and actually, put some passes together. Mainly did well, and I feel like the thing with Šeško, I don't like the idea that Sesko's not necessarily good or not up to it. I don't think we create chances for him. Same thing with Rasmus. I feel like when it comes to
don't have a striker.
I'm not saying Rasmus is a good player, but I'm just saying that we never create a chance for him. I know we're doing it with Šeško. It's like they don't know how to play with a striker. And when they started to play to his strengths, he got his head on a couple chances. He was in the right spaces. So I don't think it's necessarily up to Amorim. Our players just need to put the ball in the back of the net or create the correct chances for our correct players.
It did feel really like a bit like alien with Šeško. Like it's almost like I'm looking at the red shirts, like kind of not trying to play to him, not trying to play through him, not trying to play off him. Yeah. Like it's like he's not really involved. And then there was a time when the ball was in the middle and he kind of misjudged it, and he just looks off it. Like it doesn't look quite set yet, does it? Which obviously is going to take time.
Well, you take Bruno out of our midfield, we've absolutely nothing, right? Casemiro's legs are gone. Ugarte hasn't really delivered. He's nowhere near as good as Rodri or Declan Rice at that level. I mean, Kobe Mainoo wants a move away, and Mason Mount, but like Chelsea sold him to us. I don't think he gets a sniff of Liverpool, Arsenal or Man City in a starting 11. So he's a good work ethic, but he's again similar to a Darren Fletcher, Scott McTominay type player, but he's never going to be a world beater, if you know what I mean. Only an average workhorse, really.
Well, there you have it. Listen, the boys ain't really happy, but 3 points is 3 points is 3 points, isn't it? But it doesn't feel like a 3 points where you go, oh, you know what, we can build on that. It doesn't feel like that because it's Burnley. There you go, not sustainable. Not sustainable.
Man City, Chelsea.
Can't play like that.
We're getting smashed.
100%. There you go, guys.